So the integrated flight information systems, you'll find this in ATA chapter 46 on the Bombardier website. But basically this system, this IFIS system, includes options that provide increased situational awareness for the crew for the installation of electronic charts displayed on the MFD, and these are dynamic charts that we can see in a second. Enhanced map overlays with geopolitical data, also displayed on the MFD. And we can also have graphical weather with two optional possibilities. This option, this weather option, is only available in certain regions, but we've got a universal weather system where the information is transmitted by data link using VHF3 to the aircraft, or the XM weather system, which is basically a satellite-based system. The system architecture consists of an FSU, which is a file server unit. This is an additional box that we haven't got on the 604 that provides a processing platform for the IFIS, and an ECU which stores all the FSU configuration and the encrypted key functions. The IFIS uses primarily the databases stored in the file server unit, as well as interfacing with the optional data link CMU and the XM receiver components to create various display formats to enhance crew situational awareness. The file server unit manages different file server applications software depending on which option is set. The display information is sent to the adaptive flight displays via Ethernet, based on requests by the user to interface, by the user interface embedded in the display systems. As we'll see later, actually, if you've got these options, you'll need a modified MFD. We'll talk about that later. The FSU provides a mass storage capability for the system. It is primarily an MFD processor that performs a database-intensive functions in the aircraft. FSU uses the CPAS program software as an Ethernet data loader stroke Ethernet port. It also provides the same capability as a database unit or PC database unit for data file and database loading of the flight management system, the MDC, pilot routes, and downloading maintenance reports. So for the flight displays, all four flight displays are normally identical. They are the AFD 5220 models. If you have the optional IFIS system installed, you have to upgrade the MFDs to 5220Es. Now those 5220Es can in fact be used on the PFDs as well, so that's fine, but you must have the 520Es for the IFIS. The E contains all the hardware and software of the 5220, plus it's got an Ethernet interface that provides a bidirectional high-speed comms with the file server unit, which is needed for all these enhanced features. With the IFIS option, the 5220 is an acceptable replacement for either or both 5220Es, but if you do that, then the IFIS won't work properly. In fact, it won't be operational at all. So it is possible to install the original ones, but you'll lose that capability. The XM weather receiver, which is a satellite weather receiver, requires a satellite receiver box, which is in the avionics bay, and a XM weather antenna on top of the fuselage. And it will transfer that information from the receiver to the file server unit on an RS422 bus, and then from there it can be transferred up onto the screens. The antenna is powered from the receiver, and it's mounted on the top of the fuselage at station 478.5. The chart main index is the first menu displayed after selection of the upper menu or the lower menu button when the chart application is displayed. Chart main index shows a list of shortcuts to Origin on the drop-down menu, alternate airport, other airport and chart dimming capabilities. Selection of one of these shortcuts displays the associated chart, and an interface allows the chart shortcuts to be automatically populated based upon the active flight plan. The origin, destination and alternate airport entries are supplied by the FMS when the flight plan is entered. On-side FMS will be used to populate the chart main index unless the cross-side FMS or the third FMS, if it's installed, is selected as the active nav source on the on-side PFD. Other airport or any chart submenu provides the ability to retrieve a different airport chart. The pilot can rapidly select between charts using the rotate data knob that have been pre-selected for an airport. The chart dimming menu selection allows the flight crew to select the chart display to day or night. In the day section, the chart has a white background, like it's shown in this picture, while in the night selection, the chart is replaced by a darker shade of green to reduce the overall brightness. The enhanced maps for the present position and plan format provide additional information such as geopolitical data, so rivers, lakes, oceans, state boundaries and national boundaries, airspace, restricted and controlled, and airways, both high and low. And you can have those on the map or on the chart. Map. The Universal Graphical Weather System is a weather information system that's transmitted via the data radio, the VHF3. And once selected, the GWX format will display one stored graphical weather image on the MFD. Using the cursor panel, another image among the choices displayed on the GWX submenu may be selected, as we can see from here. Choices may be added to the list via the existing CDU-based graphical weather user interface. To choose an image in the menu of a stored image, choices that can be displayed, the pilot navigates through a list and highlights a list item with the menu advance knob. Pressing the push select button will cause the selected image to be displayed. At initial entry into the graphical weather menu, the focus indicator will be placed at the top item of the displayed list. Pressing the escape button causes a menu to exit and the last selection will be displayed. The XM weather system is similar to the universal weather system, except that the XM weather is a satellite-based system. So it displays slightly differently, but most of the options are the same. You just use the cursor panel again to navigate through the drop-down menus. But this is a satellite-based system, and you need to obviously subscribe to it. And it's only available in certain areas of the world, I think mainly the USA.